All right, guys. I don't know if this is gonna be my last video of 2022, but anybody who's watching this right now, Happy New Year's, and hopefully everybody has a good day. So I'm gonna be doing something that I have probably not done on my channel before. I'm gonna be reacting to a video on Vice. Yes, Vice. And in this video, I'm gonna be reacting to a video about Vice when it comes to some feminists versus just females who are not feminists. And for what I've seen on this panel, it was 2 anti-feminists against 7 pro-feminists. So you can already see the biasness that comes to Vice. They only found 2 women who are not very feminist, who are not pro-feminist, movement, and they are more feminine. And you already know it's the woman on the left. I think her name is Just Pearl. A lot of people have seen her. She's part of the red pill community. And basically, for what I've seen, it was her against a group of 7 people. But we gonna just keep on going with this. And you already know me being not very fond of the feminist movement, because right now modern day feminist is more about destruction of men, kill all men. And people say, well, no, it's not like that. But then they will not come out and say, like, that is not what feminism is. That is more man hating, or that's more misandrous. They will not come out and say that's not what the feminist movement is, because they don't want to go against the sisterhood. But they want you to talk against manhood. You see where I'm going with this. But guys, we gonna go into this thing. I'm gonna go at it with a unbiased mind, because you guys want to know, because you guys know, long-time viewers of me, I be talking about some problems that when it comes to feminism, and I also talk about some problems that when it comes to men. So you already know that I'm not gonna be biased here. I'm gonna come at it with a open mind and give off some actual criticism. So let's go ahead and get into this. And I skipped past the first half because it was extremely boring. But we gonna go into the 1846 mark. Let's keep on going. Let's go with this.
That's a barrier right there. Women in poverty aren't able to access the way that rich women are, and no matter what happens,
Okay, first, already a lie right there, because the amount of Planned Parenthoods are in disenfranchised neighborhoods or middle-class neighborhoods. That is already a lie right there.
Women are gonna keep getting abortions, and people in poverty are gonna not. And the choice, opening it up.
Okay, so once again, I want to know where she actually got this from, because again, that's a bona fide lie. Because I made a video about this about some time ago, where the amount of Planned Parenthood clinics are in mainly black neighborhoods, or disenfranchised poor communities. Which was poor communities does not mean black. Let me go and get that straight. But yes, the amount of Planned Parenthood clinics are in neighborhoods that are majority black. So that's already false right there. But let's keep on going.
The overruling is marginally affecting people of color, people in poverty, way more than people who are going to get access to those abortions.
Actually,
anyway.
Incorrect. You're the misquote. There's actually more abortions for people in poverty. It's just at a lower rate.
Why do you think that abortion has been so tied up?
Just already. I like Pearl just already.
In this feminism conversation.
It's all just social structure set up around bodies. So if not all women are able to have babies, but it's about the barriers and value that we give to these specific bodies, right? And so if abortion happens in a woman's body, that's why this conversation is coming up.
What's she talking about?
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
You said that not all women are able to have babies or pregnancies. Are you saying, meaning like an infertility issue?
A number of reasons. There's all kinds of reasons that not all women are having babies.
Pearl, I saw your hand up. Yeah.
I think women want to sleep around and not have any consequence for it.
Hell yeah, we do.
Yeah!
Yeah, instead of, taking personal accountability and being on birth control, they just want to like do whatever they want.
Yeah, you can already tell they're getting pissed off. But Pearl is not, but she's not wrong here because there are a lot of women nowadays that's like we should be able to sleep with any man we please. Our body count should not matter. We should be able to get as many abortions as we please. Like there, I would not say. Actually, I don't even know if it's the majority, but it is the loudest women out here that are saying this, and people who are not on it, and women who are not on that side do not call out that kind of mentality out. They don't want to call it out because again, they don't want to go against the sisterhood. You know, not they would say it's okay to be a slut. Why is it, you know, a body count shouldn't matter if you don't like the fact that we slept with this many people, that we slept this many men, we're gonna shame you for it and say stop slut shaming. If you know it, like here's the thing, if you know it's not gonna help. It's not going to help you out in the future when you decide to settle down, then why do it? It's like this, and this is why a lot of men nowadays do not want to sleep with a woman who has a high body count, because it's not about shaming. It's like she's got this woman got ran through so many times. Like what's the point of even me when she can just go and keep doing that? It's not. It literally it makes no sense. It literally makes no sense. But once again, any pro feminists out there that can try to comment on that, go and comment down below, and I will go ahead and critique you.
You say this like it's
I
a
think that's
bad
flippant.
thing.
Yeah.
It almost sounds like you said.
Can I also ask, do you have any care to empower women, or is disempowering women part of your steez?
Okay, once it I like how she did that. She went straight to the, if this woman doesn't want this for other women, then that woman obviously does not want her to be empowered. See, and this is the shaming tactic right here. This is a shaming tactic. If you don't want this for women, then you obviously hate women. But let's go ahead and let's go ahead and check out Pearl's answer.
To see this as shame, insult, guilt, need to be right. Okay.
Yeah, right there it is.
Why is it empowering to sleep around?
No,
Why is
what
that
I'm
empowering?
saying is I feel like you do take the way you
is it
speak on
disempowering?
women is very sort of women just don't want to do this. Women just don't have this. Women just wanted this.
Maybe I should
and
change
I
my
wonder
term. Maybe
why
I should
you have
say-
so much hatred towards
I
women.
don't hate
Where
women.
does that root in? It
I
sounds
don't hate
like
women.
you do.
Once again, a shaming tactic. You hate women because women should not be doing this or doing that. But again, these same women like that chick on the right are so quick to shame men. And now I don't know what she came from, but I can already tell that's kind of woman she is. She would shame men for doing this, but if a woman does something that's not moral, she doesn't want to call it out, or she would probably praise it.
Ew.
I am a woman. I
That doesn't
don't.
mean you don't have
I could be
self-hate.
black and still be internalized racism.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I'm saying
her.
specific things that you're saying, like women don't want to work, women don't want to this, women want to sleep around. Where did you learn these belief systems from?
Because the question was why does abortion keep getting brought up? 40% of women that have had abortions have had 2 or more. 40%.
Good for
so
them.
So what does that say to me? That means you're using it as a form of birth control, and they don't track the 60%.
What
to
kind
see-
of
Wait,
abortions?
Can you let me finish? They don't track the 60% to say.
What do you mean? What kind of abortions? I ain't realized there was more than one abortion. You go to a clinic, you cut that fetus out of your system.
Who in the future has abortion? So to me, it's like, why are they dying so hard for abortion? They want to sleep around with no consequences, even though you have 41 forms of birth control.
Who does that benefit? I don't think that benefits women.
How the heck? That was a dumb moment right there. Okay, I don't know if this is true or not. I gotta look more into look more in research into this. But for what Pearl said, there are 41 different kinds of birth control, and this woman just said to not get pregnant, and this woman just said, well, that doesn't benefit women. How does that not benefit women? But okay, let's just sit here and answer.
I think actually that benefits men because it means that men can have sex with you without consequence. It means that you can sleep with whoever you feel like, great, but there are consequences because women are the ones who get pregnant and carry babies and give birth.
It's very binary version of
yes,
sex.
because sex is binary, but please let me finish my point.
Oh, God.
It's tricking women into thinking that aborting a pregnancy, terminating a pregnancy is something to be celebrated, when in reality, for a lot of women, especially those who are doing it under duress, say that they've been raped or that, you know, in this small.
But that's only 1% though. That's only one. That's only that. No, actually that is actually 0.8% of abortions though. Rape or incest or getting pregnant by rape or acts of incest is only 0.8% of abortions. All the other cases, well, the majority of cases, it was unplanned pregnancies. That's where this person does. That's the entirety of the whole. Well, we need abortions for this. Yeah, you need abortions for barely even 1% of abortions. Not saying don't get it, but at the same time, you can't take this talking point or these acts of violence against women and say it's the majority when actuality is not. It's literally 0.8% of abortions.
Circumstances where something really traumatic has happened to them, that's a medical decision. Or say that they're miscarrying and then they have to, you know, have an assisted termination. That's a medical procedure. It's not a celebration of, oh, look at the.
Which I agree. Abortion should not be a celebration. Hey, look at us. We getting an abortion like that one chick that was fist bumping getting an abortion. Anybody who knows they know that video. But yeah, I agree with her right there. Abortions should not be celebrated as something great. Like, especially when it pertains to the black community. What's so great about not wanting to repopulate, you know, the future kings and queens as some people say? What's so great about celebrating that? Like, for real, again, we all know the racist history about abortion, but a lot of people just swoop it away. And if you actually look at the numbers, which a lot of people say is forged, a lot of black women have gotten a lot of abortions. Even whether or not some people believe this or not, but a lot of women nowadays, black, white, you know, are not having as many children or having the fathers of the children in their lives, which is a very bad thing for the future. Because what's a future? Because not being raised in a two-parent household, when a lot of women know that a father is needed in a household. But you know, that's you know, getting off track. That's another topic.
The idea, the sort of like moral setting of that it needs to be rare is. I think the delineation between that's a medical abortion and that's like a fun abortion is really interesting because they're all medical. It's all a medical procedure. And so no matter what you're doing, going in there and getting it, like it's not like, oh, you're only allowed two. It's just like you should just be able to get a medical procedure done when it's something that you need done.
We shouldn't be desensitized to taking someone's life. That should never be an empowering factor for a woman.
I definitely
once again, I agree. Right there, I agree with.
agree in that, like, there should be no absolute thing any woman should do. There should not be an absolute response to incest or rape or any of these things.
Once again, 0.8% of abortions.
Every woman should have the choice of if they want to or not want to carry that child, whether it is having fun, getting raped, incest, whatever it is.
It is.
I don't glorify and glamorize abortion. I think it's a very traumatic thing. I doubt that if somebody has to do, like, if they have to do it, they'll do it. I don't think that people are like, you know, doing like have 6, get the 7th free and having fun with it.
Okay, yeah. So what's up with this hoes need the whole hoes need abortion movement that happened during freaking I think it was 2015 or 2016. That whole hoes need abortion movement, and a lot of women was praising that online on the streets. The whole hoes need abortion. I should get pregnant as many times as I want and have as many abortions as I want as I want, and nobody can tell me otherwise because it's my body, my choice. I have not seen a lot of women come out against that. It's like it was literally like a smidge. Like I'm getting like from the Pearls, from the Lauren Chins, it's Baby. I have not really seen a lot of women come out against this. I've seen the majority of women praising that movement. So yes, it's being praised.
And I think that like glamorization and glorification of any side is not okay.
Did the Dobbs decision make anybody here sort of rethink abortion access, reproductive health care?
It's anti-woman, right? It's it does not center people to have that voice for themselves and their own decisions, right? It is a barrier, right?
It's
If we
giving
wanna put it
more.
that
It's
way.
giving more agency to women because it's moving it back to the state level. So locally,
But why would the state have
locally,
the ability
women
to tell me what to do?
This is the same talking point where women said this, that the feminist movement said that the government itself should keep abortions available, even late term, even if it's a late term abortion after a heartbeat. What the feminist movement said, or the pro-abortion movement said, that there should be a federal law for a woman to have an abortion at any time they pleases, even if it's a late term abortion. If the abortion came at 8 to 9 months, or if the baby is about to be born. So that argument that she put forth right there was completely irrelevant.
Because it does in
women
multitudes
have
of
that
different
power.
areas. If you take out the viewpoint that life begins at conception, which is a really big defining principle for both the pro-life crowd, who very, very vehemently believe that, and then obviously a lot of the pro-choice crowd do not believe that. Taking that out of the equation, you do not have just whatever kind of autonomy you want as a person. It's regardless of male or female. You can't just have free run to do whatever the hell you want. That's not how society operates. So I have
At
a
no
question.
point.
Which, okay, I will agree with that as well.
At no point do I have the right to tell anyone in this room what they should or should not do with their bodies.
But it's not about your body. It's not
that's
about
me respecting.
I have a question here.
It's not about
Okay,
your
let's
body.
look.
It's about the kid's body. I don't care what you do with your
It's
body.
in my body, right? We're talking about my
It's still two human beings though.
body.
You're talking
We're
about
not.
Jordan, I saw your hand creep up.
The Dobbs decision for me reinforced
First of all, who is sleeping with this chick? Hey, not to be disrespectful, but who the hell is sleeping with this chick?
how important it is that we approach these issues from a cultural perspective, because it reinforces something that I have told many of my colleagues and peers in the past, which is that so long as you lack a cultural consensus, any issue can become a political football that can be decided by another election cycle. And so long as
What does abortions have to do with elections though? Not a damn thing. Again, see, I've heard this. I've heard this when Trump won. If Trump wins, he's gonna cancel all abortion clinics, and that's not what happened at all. No, they didn't cancel abortions at all. They just gave it a 15-week period. That doesn't mean you can't have an abortion. It means you need to do it before the 15-week mark. You can still get an abortion, and if you can't realize that you are pregnant before 15 weeks when you are getting a little bump, or for what I've read, it could take like 2 to 3 weeks to know that you are pregnant. It could take 2 to 3 weeks. If you can't realize after you had consensual sex that 2 to 3 weeks that you are pregnant, or you don't even attempt to take a pregnancy test, then you are obviously not actually being taken into account about that you might end up being pregnant, or you are not taking the precautionary measures. So it takes 2 to 3 weeks to figure out that you're pregnant. It doesn't take like 10, 11. That means you are not being severely responsible with your body.
As there is no strong consensus, I would expect this to be our reality going forward, these extremely vitriolic and aggressive conversations until there's another miraculous consensus that brought about Roe v. Wade. But what it more...
I was about to say something that I thought she said, but
more or less reinforced for me is that we're going to have more of these difficult conversations.
I want to talk about transgender issues. Should trans women be included in feminist conversations?
Okay, so I'm about to skip that bullshit.
For between 1 and 3 years, depending on the organization, have the same competitive abilities.
That's
celebrated, and nobody contested it. Now, this is a performance-enhancing hormone.
Now hold up.
She's sharing
And I'd have to
trans
go.
no, she's not. She's a woman who's had an experience.
It's always the other
You guys are so obsessed with your own experiences and your own existence, and yet when a woman is sitting here telling you, I feel as though this is unfair and this is compromising and this situation is...
So they obviously talk about biological men playing in female sports, and here's the thing: there are a lot of women who come out against this. Problem is, you have the far left people say like, oh, those women should just try harder. And if those same individuals that said that actually look at statistics and say like there is more testosterone there is more of a physical physique in biological men, they would not want those men to compete with women. Problem is, it's all about virtue signaling. They don't want to be deemed as transphobic or something stupid like that, because you don't want biological men competing in a women's league and taking all their medals. That's what Leah Thomas did, and when it came to swimming, straight took all the medals, and that's what that one transgender person when it came to like deadlifting, I think it was in UK, took a whole. I think that person took like three medals from the women's league. So it's not men who are destroying women's sports. It's women who are okay with these biological men destroying women's sports. But again, those same people are just virtue signaling. They don't actually care about women's rights or women's sports. As a matter of fact, who actually cares? Nobody even watches the freaking WNBA. But that's beside the point. They are taking away accomplishments that could be going towards a biological woman, but they say it's okay because this person who was a biological male transitioned, and they are a woman now, even though they don't even know what a woman is. They literally said they literally come out and say they are literally taking women out of the dictionary, but again, they are also the same ones that are saying it's the right that says they want to hurt women. But the left, the far left, these far left extremists want to take women out of the dictionary, because to appease to the extremist transgender movement, because they want to be sensitive to their feelings.
Is not helping women. You guys are like, meh, meh, meh. But when you're like, I'm a black person that did this, 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 and this, then it's valid and fair and viable.
Eli, I want to give you the chance to respond.
So this is basically a joke of a talking point. Everyone has biological advantages in sports. How tall are you?
5'11" and a half. I'm tall.
I'm 5'8". I am a trans woman. You would crush me. You would absolutely crush
bone
me.
density, wrist strength, muscle density. You can't switch those.
Yeah, exactly. You would crush me.
But also, Eli, you would never play at the level that Pearl plays, because you would never get there.
So let me give you a few more examples here, too. So Michael Phelps produced more lactic acid in his body, which caused him to swim better than any of his competitors. This was widely celebrated, and nobody contested it. Now, this is a performance-enhancing hormone. So we all have different bodies. And now I'm not saying that trans women who aren't on hormones should participate, but every major medical and every major sports organization agrees that trans women who have been on hormones for between 1 and 3 years, depending on the organization, have the same competitive abilities.
The study that you're referencing had like 7 people participated.
That's
It is
misinformation.
not-
I'm
that is not
referencing several different studies. I'm a trans woman and a researcher.
It's getting personal. I don't want it to be
A lot of us
personal.
live in this space where we're told that our
Sure.
opinions don't count because they're not the right kind of opinions, and we're constantly shouted over and talked over, regardless of what we look like, because there's one group in society that basically takes precedence, and it's frustrating. So yeah, of course, it's frustrating.
But she's laughing like freaking AOC would laugh. But she's not wrong here. She's not wrong. There is that demographic that would shame people and say they have the wrong opinions if they don't like what we're doing here. She's not wrong. There are people online and mainstream who would try to do their best to chastise people who would not go with their narratives. I don't get what she's laughing about. That is a true statement. But again, anything that people like me not. Not me exactly, because I will flame somebody quick. But there are some people who are centrists, who are center that doesn't agree with biological men competing in a league for biological women. They don't like the fact that they are doing that. Boom, they get labeled as a Nazi, as some supremacist. They would get labeled as a transphobic. They would get labeled as a woman hater. So she's not wrong here. I don't get what was so funny about that.
Because when we try to talk about it, we get shouted down, we get told to be quiet, we get spoken down to as well. So
Okay,
there's hostility there for plenty of women.
Let's try to make this an opportunity to speak.
You're
with
literally a
each
white
other
woman from
then.
Australia. You live in a bubble and you're pissed.
What is it? What does that guy do anything? She immediately now again this is another tactic that a lot of people from the left do. They shame people for being white, and so because they're white they can't have an opinion. I don't know what that chick is, but just bringing in her race just for the hell of it, try to shame her. That's a stupid tactic, and it's honestly disgusting.
That voices that have been silenced forever finally can be heard.
That's why they.
Again, she's ranting based on her emotions and not her facts. That chick right there on the right, she's ranting on her emotions and not actual facts.
Have the voice because they speak up.
Okay, we're having a conversation about transgender women participating in sports, and I wanted to allow more people to participate. Jordan, I wanted to hear from you.
So I am not a professional athlete. The closest thing I have ever done to anything athletic was I used to do competitive show choir when I was younger. And I don't feel really qualified to make carte blanche statements about.
I'm gonna skip that.
Effective because it's seen as more acceptable. But it's also overlooking a lot of major details. Like, I mean, do y'all know how many trans women have won national titles?
One too many.
One. It's
many.
Leah Thomas is the only one.
One too many.
If women's sports were actually going to end in some way.
Skip that.
Topic, because colorism is not just Black women. One of the most integral parts of the.
Let's go here
To have thinness, and now I'm getting fatter.
Okay. So let me just go ahead and try to skip this one because I don't know what the hell.
Things up, people do lie, but it is sad to watch it happen. It makes me sad that we're here.
Jordan?
Okay, so let's go.
Right, all those things that I think it's still very complicated. But I think it starts at the level of community, right, of like, how do we have these conversations around consent?
Sydney, I saw your hand up.
So when the MeToo thing was unfolding, I was initially like, great, I love the idea of women being able to speak out. What's been really disappointing, I suppose, for me, post-MeToo, as we're calling it, is that, and especially as someone who's sort of on the right wing of politics, I think that a lot of the experiences of women on the right get a bit trivialized because there is a lot of politicizing of sexual assault. So when something legitimately happens on our side of the table and someone tries to speak up about it, there's almost an automatic disbelief. And I understand why. It's because of the believe all women type of stuff that came out of the Me Too movement, that a lot of us were like, wait a minute, no, people do use these situations for gain. People do make things up. People do lie.
What have I been saying? What have me and a lot of other people been saying for a long time now? That there are women that would take this movement and severely abuse it, put innocent men in jail. How many? I think I made like three, 4 videos talk about this, where there are women out there that would falsely accuse a man of sexual assault or rape because he either rejected her or something else stupid. I'm glad Vice kept this in because the problems with the Me Too movement is the false accusations that come along with it. But you would have that same movement not call this out, saying this is not what we build this community for. You do not see mainstream Me Too activist women call this out. So good job for her for pointing this out.
But it is sad to watch it happen. It makes me sad that we're here.
Jordan?
I feel like there'll never be a post-Me Too because at the heart of it, Me Too is just a phrase.
Bro, she's just sitting down and she is sweating bullets.
The spirit of what Me Too represented will always be relevant, and that is that you are empowering individual women to advocate for themselves and speak out when they feel like they're being wrong. Ideally, you're just trying to be the most transparent and self-accountable person you can be, and you need to hit all of those fronts if you want it to last on a cultural level.
How about beauty standards? We talked a little bit about this.
So now we get into the crux of the video where a lot of people reacted from. So let's go ahead and get into this, guys. And once again, this is gonna be a long ass video.
I brought up at the beginning.
But once again, hope you guys bear with me. If you are still here and doing the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and make sure you share this video so we can go and get the word out about how the Me Too, the feminist movement, and just let's get these talking points addressed, because a lot of people don't want to talk about this. I'm one of those people that's not afraid to actually talk about this and be talking to other people from either side, left wing, right wing, feminist, anti-feminist. I don't care. Like I said, if you're still here doing this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you share the video. Let's get going with this.
Beginning, how does that tie into femininity?
Sorry, I'm very into this idea because I do think it is one of the larger intersections that just doesn't get very discussed, which is, like I was talking about before, barriers and friction are placed up around bodies. And the fatter I get, the older I get, the less people will listen to me, the less value I will have for society. So, I'm already starting out as a woman with no legs. If I had something on my face, I have my beauty. That's one of my privileges. I have my whiteness. That's one of my...
What does your whiteness have to do with anything? See, I hate liberals that always pull the goddamn whiteness card. Like, they want to use a whiteness to try to get one over, or try to, and they do this with black people too, who do not go with the liberal Democrat way. I hate when they say, "Oh, I'm trying to do the whole, I'm a white woman, so I'm automatically better than you because you're black." Do people not know how racist that is? Saying because I'm a white woman, I'm automatically better than you. That's a racist ass statement.
Privileges. I used to have thinness, and now I'm getting fatter.
Then thin privilege does not exist.
Things are changing.
So what does that say about women who are anorexic? They don't have the minerals or the vitamins in a system. I could say me being a big guy who could still bench press 250 pounds, that I'm more healthier than a woman than a person who is anorexic. That whole damn privilege crap, it makes no goddamn sense. Because if nothing but your bones are showing through your skin, that's not healthy. And the fact that people like this are saying that, it's deliberately misleading.
And I think every single time that we talk about feminism, Pretty privilege should be discussed because we have these ideas. If your skin tone is this, if your hair is this, if your body looks like that, it's about whether or not you are given an equal opportunity based on what you look like.
I saw it.
I think a lot of times the women that complain about beauty standards don't complain about them when they got privilege, when they were young and attractive and thin. So it's like, yeah, you're complaining when the privilege is gone, but privilege is invisible to those who have it. And women, it's a privilege, and men don't turn 18 and get looks that we get.
She's not wrong. She's not wrong. Think about it. There, more women make up the population on the planet, but there are way more lonely men out there than there are lonely women. You wanna know why? Because even the most average looking girl will get some looks here and there, but the average looking guy or a guy who's barely even average, they would not get as many glances as the average woman would. So she's not wrong here, and you can already tell from this woman right there on the left that she's not liking this. She's not liking what Pearl is saying. But she's not wrong there. The average woman will get way more looks than your average men. That's not false.
As a Black woman, one of the most integral parts of the beauty conversation has been colorism. I'm a dark-skinned Black woman, proud of it and proud of being myself.
If you were so proud of it, why'd you bring it up?
For the most part, I did not. Why am I going to cry about this? I did not grow up thinking I was beautiful because I was that.
That has nothing to do with you being Black though. That's your self-esteem. That's a self-esteem issue. That has nothing to do with the color of your skin.
And I think in the Black space, we have these conversations. But I think I'm glad to bring it up because I think feminists actually really should be part of the colorism topic.
No, it shouldn't. No, it shouldn't.
Because colorism is not just shades within being Black. It's shades because
what does feminism had to do with your skin tone? Feminism it's about for when it first came out, it was about women's rights. It didn't matter who you was, as long as you say like, yes, as a woman we do deserve like these rights. We do deserve this. We do deserve that. That it had nothing to do with skin color. It had stuff to do with a woman's rights. Nothing to do with skin color at all.
There again, the beauty standard is the closer to whiteness you are, the more beautiful you are.
No, it doesn't. That's self-hate. That's that self-hate talk that I freaking hate. You can only be beautiful if you are a white woman. People call me a sellout. I never said no stupid shit like that. Never. I seen beautiful Black women. I seen beautiful white women. I seen beautiful freaking Asian women, Puerto Rican women. Does not matter what race you was. If you are beautiful, you are beautiful. It has nothing to do with your race. There were like even during the 80s and 90s, there was Black women in fashion. So what is this talk? What is this talking point? This self-hating talking point that you are only beautiful if you're only white.
I think it's something that if more people in different shades, particularly white women, because of knowing that standard, and we work together on that, then.
Or is it because that more white women go into those fields instead of Black women? Or white women make up more of the population than Black women? Again, this is a non-talking point right here.
We have a lot, I think, something we can unify on, but also something that we can make strides in right now that I'm just not seeing. And it's only, again, that's why people feel like you have to be a Black feminist, because it's a topic that only really Black feminists are talking about because it deals with being Black.
What? No, it doesn't. What are you even talking about? This makes no sense. The whole black. This makes no sense. There are plenty of businesses out there that would take you, especially in fashion, who are, if you are white, black, Hispanic, Puerto Rican, Asian, doesn't matter what you are. They would, if you meet the credentials, whether or not the tone of your skin, they will take you. There are more women who are. There are more diverse women in said industries like fashion and beauty industries than ever before. But what is this talking point you're doing? And not to mention the fact that a lot of black women are not going into the fashion industry. They're not. This is blatantly false what she's saying.
How do beauty standards make you feel, Morris?
That was self-hating talk right there.
I mean, kind of what you're saying, Antonia, as a Black Latina woman in my community, right? Like, I grew up and I was ugly, right? Like, that's what I was considered. I was not considered beautiful. Of feeling ugly, but also being told I was, right, had a lot to do with what is believed in my community, right? Color.
I was told I was ugly back in middle school. Yeah, back in elementary school, middle school, and high school. You don't see me crying about it. It actually boosted me up. And you know, some people will say, "Oh well, you know, it's different. You're a guy, she's a woman. It should not even matter." I got told I was ugly. You don't see me crying about it. I still gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta work. I got educate myself. I still gotta make sure I'm eating right. I gotta make sure I'm at least fit enough in order for me to work, in order for me to walk, and not have freaking 200 pounds on each one of my legs. I still gotta do that. It's more of a individual issue. It has nothing to do with you being a man or woman. It's more of an individual issue, a self-esteem issue. I ain't let those people discredit me. I still went out, look for a girlfriend that didn't match me. Whether or not they called me ugly, I was still looking, because that's what you gotta do. There's plenty of people out there to look for. You should, just because somebody called you ugly, that doesn't mean you just quit.
Colorism is one of them, and so to say I'm gonna redefine beauty for myself, and to say I own myself and I get to decide what's beautiful, right? And I get to decide what I want to wear and how I want to wear it, and I don't need to, right? It's almost a repelling, right? Like, I'm like, no.
Okay, I'm just skip that.
And so this idea that, like, there are certain people who are beautiful and certain people who aren't, and that inherently holds value is, I think, you know, find it in yourself, yes. And
Jordan?
Beauty standards are toxic bullshit hierarchical nonsense.
Okay, I'm skipping that book. I'm skipping that crap.
And anyone who tries to tell you otherwise is feeding into this industry and is just, they are not your friend or looking out for you.
Layla?
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, yeah, beauty in the industry is exploitative. But also we have to remember a lot of the beauty standards are based around health, what's perceived as health, like symmetry, certain ways.
Wait, what? Why was that person? Why was that person in the back, the back right, nodding their head?
Things like that. So there is that side where we have to balance it, and I think we're seeing so much more representation, which I think is incredibly important.
Well, I just think that, like, if women really cared about beauty standards, like, the obesity rate wouldn't be what it is.
But what
Let's
about
try
you?
to attain the beauty standards. I just think, like, some people are more attractive, some people are less attractive, and that's just, you know, where would I rate myself, 1 to 10?
Oh, we're not rating, it's okay.
That's what I mean. Like, I just think, like, some people
so
are more
if you
attractive.
are overweight, you don't care about beauty standards.
Well,
is that right?
like, the point is
That is not what she said.
that the beauty standard is thin, right?
Right. Well, it's in some aspects, being skinny is considered, you know, it is considered beauty to some degree. But there are people out there that will want a much more thicker woman because thick is what's popular now. It's been popular for many years. Being thick is, having some nice hips, nice bust. That is the beauty standard that a lot of men are looking for. They're not looking for some toothpick of a woman. They're looking for something more. A lot more men are looking for a woman with some meat on their bones. They don't want to they don't want to be sleeping with a skeleton.
Your standard?
Obesity comes from men and women, though.
Yeah, you're right. That's true. But I'm saying if women really wanted to fit the beauty standard, they would be thin.
I know. From my experience as well, is growing up again in a mostly white neighborhood but I was always comparing myself to literally other people who have a different body type, but
that's a self-hating talk.
I was considered other or to something because it didn't conform to that body type. When that same body type became popular with Kim Kardashian, the Kardashians, who are different.
Again, the most famous Kardashian, Kim, and a lot of people want that body type. She's not like skin, like just freaking thin as hell. She got the hips. She got the ass. She got the boobs. That's what a lot of some men say they want out here. A woman with that figure. That's not like just pure just thinness. A lot of people would consider Kim Kardashian thick. That's what a lot of some guys out here saying they want in a woman.
Different, right, than me. Let's just say our different skin color, right? And there's a lot of animosity. In a lot of Black communities of the fact that when it was on Black skin, it was an issue, but when it was on Kim Kardashian and the Kardashians, it was $1 billion business.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So that's it. That's all I got. That's all I'm gonna react to this. But guys, a lot of talking points I severely did not disagree with, but I mainly disagree with the women who are more on the who are on the more red pill side, and a lot of things that some of the other women said, definitely I do not agree with, because if you actually look at some of the statistics, you actually see that how those statistics are going more towards the women who are considered red pill or who are considered just not feminist at all. But guys, like I said, this is a long video. I want to come at this with an open mind. I wanted to actually give like some my thorough standpoints on some of the research that I did. But once again, guys, if you guys like this video, make sure you leave a comment down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the video, hit the notification bell. I will see you on the next one. Peace. Also, make sure you join me on my Discord. The links are in the description below. You guys want to have a conversation, want to talk. You guys want to promote your own videos. You want to talk about gaming, movies, and TV shows, or politics. Just hit that link in the description box below, and let's have a chat. Also, make sure you follow me on my Twitch. I'll be on my Twitch sometimes, just playing games, to be chilling. Some new games coming out this year that I want to play, especially when it comes to Resident Evil games, and just make sure you subscribe there, you follow me there, and let's have some fun. Also, make sure that you do like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, because the YouTube algorithm is hurting everybody at this point, and they do not like seeing small guys like myself grow. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, because your man try to get paid here, people. It don't take nothing but a second.